If it'll never load up for us. There we are. Jerry's Big Secret. Save the playlist. Live streams. Done. And click end it. And hopefully we're talking. Yes, we are indeed. Can't believe Jerry didn't even mention that he's on the night with you. So it is 9 o'clock. So a quick wee stream for us. We'll try and do an FIA practice here and see if we can find a flow around this here track. Try and learn something about it. Create room. Load. Manufacturer test. Any other? FIA manufacturers. Scotty FIA practice at YouTube. Right, well that's a wee bit of advertising. We'll load that one up. James is in the house. Hello James. How are you, mate? Right, we need to get these settings sorted out. Magora backwards. Magora 2. Daz is in the house. Hello Daz. Not on for long. Just I wasn't even planning on getting on. I was going to get on, and then I went on YouTube, and Jerry is on tonight with Hugh. I didn't hear anything about that. I just seen that advertised, so I wasn't going to get on. But then JJ was writing to me there, and he says, "Sure, go on, get on for a wee while." So we're on for about an hour, maybe just over an hour, and we'll see if we can learn this here track at all. The time was 6:10. It was 15 laps. Rolling start. Tower's times 7. Fuel is times 2. It'll more likely be the 5 minutes. Off during qualifying and off during qualifying. It's group 3, balance of performance on. Soft tires to hard tires available. Tuning prohibited. Looking good. Right, save settings. Over the top of that one. Overwrite. Yes. Right, I'll create the room. You're chilling out watching a bit of snooker. JJ, Citroen's tires are gonna be dreadful. It might not matter, JJ, because the compulsory tires is all of them. You have to use the softs, mediums and the hards. So that's a big help for any cars who are poor on their tires. You know, the fact that all of them are compulsory. I need to learn this track, try and get some sort of flow around it. Right, and we're on the softs. Let's write the rules out as well, just so as we've already got them with a thanks for joining me, everyone. Rules for this FIA race is hards, mediums and soft. Tires required. Boom. I'll be in the bank. Cars in the house as well. Hello cars. Thanks for having in, lads. Jerry, what the fuck, Jerry man? Are you wearing a huge coat that goes right over your head with a hood on it? Big duffel coat. I was about to WhatsApp you about tonight. Only organised it late last night. My goodness, I was going to get on a stream, and I went on YouTube, and I was like, what? Is the day the 18th? Is that happening today? I couldn't believe it. And then JJ says, sure, go on, get on for a wee hour or something for a mess about before Jerry gets on. And I was over on Darren's channel there as well. He's just finishing his stream, so I told Darren and Glasgow and stuff, so hopefully we'll get a few in there. He's been sneaky, guys. He hasn't wanted to give us any time to think of hard questions for him. He's he must be a wee bit worried. I can eat my dinner at a fancy restaurant. Right, I do need to try and drive around this track and at least find some sort of flow to it. He mentioned last night he had no one to interview right at the end of the stream, and you offered and he says yes. I'll look forward to it. Jerry. Jerry, just out of curiosity, who's your favourite streamer? Who makes you giggle the most? If you could meet one streamer in the whole world, who would it be? If you could have a drink with one streamer, or if you could have a wee holiday, a wee weekend away to visit one streamer, who would it be? These are the kind of things that I'm wanting to know. The night, Jerry, maybe, huh? By the way, Scotty, your foot is swollen. I seen that. Where did I see that? I seen you telling someone that. I can't remember where I seen it. Was it in Daco? I maybe clicked into one of Daco. Daco was on earlier, and I think after he'd already finished the stream at Daco, I clicked into it, and I seen it. Yeah, it said someone had hit you with a metal bar, knocked a metal bar, and it fell on your foot. And it's bruised, it really hurts, and it's swelled up a whole lot. So you're off school, get in there. Super GT result in the end, JJ. Big sore foot, but a big smile on your face, no doubt. Off school. Hey, worked out a treat for you, young man. Worked out a treat for you. You can't get your shoe on. Luckily, we usually all play in our socks, don't we? Ask me the question during the interview and you'll find out the answer. Ooh, I'm nervous now, I'm nervous. I better make sure I don't ask who's your least favourite streamer or something. Right, I do need to. I'll bounce in. I've changed my mind about Saturday, boys. Changed my mind about Saturday. About doing that there, it's a DR reset, 100%. Any of you who have the courage, to do that, Nations race, fair play to you. Be prepared to have a DR reset. Oh, sorry, James. Yeah, be prepared to have a DR reset. I got into it. They also have it at a crap time of day. Looks like 1 minute you can see where you're going, and the next minute it's all dark and you can't see where you're going and stuff. So it is. I drove around there 2 laps around it, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I got a 1.5 second penalty for hitting the wall, and I didn't even hit the wall hard. I got a 1.5 second penalty, and I was just like, no, that's a DR reset in this race, 100%, waiting to happen. Glasgow's in the house. Thanks for hopping in, lads. Yeah, so we'll have Saturday to do a proper practice on this here as well and get some sort of flow. Even if we hop on the second account, if we can't get any kind of practice lobbies going, we'll have a few daily races for a bit of fun. Raced here once before, struggled to find the flow in it. It likes handing out wee penalties, this track as well. But that's a good thing really for me, because when I do find a flow, I usually avoid those penalties while others pick them up, you know. So, and that corner as well melted my head the last time too. I can eat my damn. Remember, Hugh is on. Hugh's on. So what do you mean, Hugh's on Saturday? It's the night, you mean? Remember, Hugh is on Saturday. Who's Hugh on Saturday with? Neil A is in the house. He says, hello mate, I'm new. Neil, have you heard the rumours? Has someone sent you here telling you that there's fabulous prizes to be won, sir? If that's what you're thinking to yourself, we can sort you out with a fabulous prize, not a problem. Nice to meet you, Neil. Thanks for hopping in, sir. Callum McRae came out and the foot stayed down and we handled that like a boss. Someone talked to me about what JJ's talking about. I'm not even looking at that. I'm not learning that track now at the minute. Hugh's on Saturday. JJ, talk to me, young man. What are you talking about? Hugh is on Saturday. So what is Hugh up to on Saturday? I'm daft, I know what you mean now. Hugh's race is on Saturday as well. Yeah, that's alright, I'm not doing the Nations anyway there, like I said. I drove around there for 2 laps. If any of you are doing the Nations, Chuppa's going to get a DR reset on his main account. He said he's going to do it on his main account. He's up in top split lobbies. He's going right back to beginner mode. I'll be watching Chuppa's stream on Saturday morning for sure. I'd be surprised if he doesn't end up with a DR reset. I drove around there for 2 laps and I glanced against the wall. The cars, even you need a proper handbrake in a rally car going that fast. The car doesn't want to turn and rotate. I mean, so it doesn't. That there Lancer that is in the top 10 times. That's the car that I tried. Ridiculously fast, and in order to get it rotating around them wee corners, you kind of have to have a handbrake, and I can't hit the handbrake whenever I'm in the middle of turning and stuff. I mean, so I can't. So it was a bit frustrating, and just the fact that I glanced the wall and had a 1.5 second penalty. As soon as that penalty popped up, I was like, right, they've still got the penalties on. It's a DR reset. Sort Neil out with a chance to win. Is Neil just seen Darren saying he was going to watch your stream? Right. Let's cross our fingers for Neil and we'll get the spin to win board on the screen. Broadcast settings. Advanced settings. Camera video settings. And we shall make that as large as we can. Let's get the camera spun round and back out will come, and hopefully you can see Neil. Calm down now, calm down, it's okay, don't be getting too excited. Fingers crossed, lads. Welcome to the stream, Neil A. Best of luck, sir. Here we go. Around and around the spinner goes. Where it stops, Neil, nobody knows. If they do tell you rumours or you hear them talking, don't listen to them. They're talking a lot of shite. They're telling you lies. I think it's more than likely that Formula 1 race day also has a 1 hour spa treatment with Lewis Hamilton. You'll be able to get your toenails and stuff done with him. Oh, a couple of cash prizes there looking very likely to be won. It's around about this stage of proceedings, Neil, that will like to remind people that terms and conditions apply, and I talk a wee bit of shite. Although he's looking like he's going to get my very last sim rig at the minute. I'd prefer he had his own pick. As he pick a free spin, he'd want to do this shit all over again, no doubt. As it starts to settle, it looks like, once again, no losers on spin to win, only winners. Congratulations, Neil. We'll stick your name on the back of a free drink token, and who knows, maybe one day you'll find yourself over in Belfast. Sir, my camera is nice. Bloody stuck here. There it is. You'll maybe find yourself in Belfast. We'll have a wee chill out in the man cave. We'll get your autograph before you're rich and famous. We'll beat you in darts and a wee fight in the arcade machine or something. Nice to meet you, Neil. Thanks for hopping in. And again, that's too much handsomeness going out live on stream. We need to immediately reduce that again before you end up at home with no clothes on. I'm sure half of your clothes have already been through at the television screen, screaming like you're at an Elvis Presley concert. Advanced settings, camera video settings, and we'll reduce that back down. And out we come, there we go, back to normal. Neil, congratulations, man, well done. Hopefully, and Keith is in the house. Well, hello Keith, and Cozy's in the house too. Thanks for hopping in, boys. Well done, Neil, congratulations. Hopefully you're sitting at home with a big smile on your face rather than lifting the telephone on the phone with a solicitor. Something's got to be done. It was live on stream. He struck me. I should have won the Formula 1 race day. Go and watch it. Right, let's hand out the rules to these boys, and we will get a practice run in. That'll maybe let me focus a bit. With a thanks for joining me, everyone. Rules for this AFI race is hard, medium and soft tyres required, and we shall also throw in a make your way to track please, starting oh yeah, 2 minutes will do. Attention please, attention please. Got all GR3 competitors, that's all GR3 competitors. Get your arse to track. Race will be commencing shortly. Thank you. A free drink, and no, Keith, can you believe the man won himself a free drink? There's not many win that one. There's not many people have won that one, so there's not. Darren's in the house as well. Thanks for hopping in, lads. Can you believe, lads, that Jerry has been keeping this a secret? He's telling us it was sorted out late last night and this and that, like, but he hasn't wanted to allow all of us enough time to come up with hard questions. He knows that there would have been lots of hard questions fired at him. I want to know who his favourite streamer is. I do want to know who his favourite streamer is. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm not going to ask him who he doesn't like, because I don't want to know who he doesn't like, just in case. Just in case. We'll give that guy a wee second to make his way to track. I can eat my dinner at a fancy. And today's sponsors of Scotty Senior's live streams is Magners Cider, helping me talk shite for you. And any of you in, guys, as well, make sure you check out Hugh Hatrick's channel tonight at 9 o'clock and think of something very hard and difficult to ask Jerry. Right, we need a last call. Try and scare that man on the track. Last call, not in, can't win. Attention please, attention please. This is a final call. I repeat, this is a final call. There we go, it worked. Start qualifying. I'm fancying salt and pepper chicken and prawn toast for tea. That sounds like a plan, darn, that sounds like a plan. I had a wee microwave burger today, and then didn't sleep last night, up late, and then up early this morning. Had to go somewhere, and then back home, and came down, lit the fire, had the wee burger, and lay on the sofa and fell asleep, and woke up about an hour ago. I still feel shattered, so I do. I'm looking forward to getting into my bed in the night. Right, we will miss that chat now, as it's qualifying, and hopefully be able to have a wee bit of focus, learn something about this track. Although we'll have a proper practice at it on Saturday. So Fleisch seems to think that the AMG will be good on this track, so we'll find our flow, and then we'll see how our pace is looking. Oh, that's early on the brakes there. Sorry, If you got whiplash, we're fully insured. You will be paid out. Jamie 18 Racing is in the house as well. Hello, Jamie. I see you, baby. Shaking that ass. Oh, I see her section. I need to find the flow through it. And this next corner as well. I woke up and came into your chat. I did, darn. I found out about Jerry. I woke up. I went on my phone, went on to YouTube, and I seen that Jerry was on with you, and then I seen that you were on, and I went in and told you guys that Jerry has been keeping secrets. And then JJ sent me a message straight after I left you, or right before I left you, actually while I left you. JJ sent me a message on the PlayStation as I was driving around that bloody off-road track. Said to me, will you do a stream please? And then I told JJ about Jerry. And JJ was like, well, how about just a wee stream then? Right before Jerry gets on. So I said yes. Awareness, man, man, that was poor, you were off the track there. Dio's in the house. Hello, Dio. What's up, sir? Not too bad, Dio, not too bad. Tired, mate. Only had a couple of hours sleep there last night, so I did. I'm looking forward to getting in my bed again tonight. And then hopefully that'll be me up early again in the morning and into a better sleeping routine. Thanks for hopping in. Seen you were on earlier as well. Did you have a couple of dailies or something today? Right, time for another one. This is bound to be our best lap, this next one. I would imagine this feels like a nice track once you find the flow of it. A lot of awkward technical wee sections, so there is, which will probably end up feeling like very nice sections whenever you learn them. What's JJ doing? A 53? Is that even a good lap, JJ? That's not it. I can eat my dinner at a fancy restaurant. That's a good lap, right? So you know this track and stuff already. So I'm looking. I'll have to bounce into it maybe a wee and have a wee 10-15 minutes around it when I'm off stream, just to try to find that flow. I find the flow a lot easier with a Ghost. You have to do some TT to see, some time trial to see where you were, but you're slow at daily C. I felt pretty slow at it as well. Whenever I was starting half decent, my qualifying lap must have been half decent. I mean, so it must have, but in the races, I was never any faster than anyone around me. You know, no matter where I was, if I dropped back to last place, we still felt like, these guys are a wee bit quicker than me. And any half decent results we were getting was just because we don't get penalties. And everyone else loves picking up a wee penalty here and there. Flash is in the house. He says, "Can I play?" Of course you can play, Flash, sir. Are you in the lobby waiting? Would you like? I think you should start writing to everybody. Start sending them, "I'm sad," and then I'll back you up. I'll say, "Flash is sad, guys. I'm a bit sad too." That's even if you're in the lobby. I haven't noticed you bouncing in. I don't know if it's a fuel. What was the fuel? Fuel's times 2, 15 laps. We'll learn something about the race. Go, go, go. Flash, Jerry is on the night with Hugh. Can you believe that stuff? Oh, oh, oh my goodness. Flash, if I asked them all to restart now, they're going to think, what sort of host is he? He crashes in turn number 1 and then wants everyone to restart. They'll not be back. Oh my god, are we on different tires? Cold tires just. You've no experience of this lap, needed practice, but you hope the Corvette does well. Fuels should be okay. It's only times 2. Let's have a look and see what the fuel's sitting at. Yeah, fuel will be fine, mate. Fuel will be fine. I don't think anyone will be having to add fuel at all. A wee bit of fuel saving, maybe. It's up to 18.4 there. 50, yeah, fuel's absolutely fine. It'll be a fuel burner more than likely at the start. JJ says restart. I would. Do you think the rest of them would? JJ, start telling them all that we're sad. Go, JJ, tell them you're sad. I'll tell them I'm sad too. I'm sad. We'll start off just nice and calm. Come on, JJ, back me up. There he is, he's on the pen. How guilty will JJ make them feel? JJ says restart. Is there where's that's a good idea? I've seen that's a good idea before. Hold on. Great idea. Restart or kick. Jesus. He doesn't mess about with them. They're listening to him as well. They must have heard the rumours that he's a top splitter and he takes no shit from no one. restart, or Jack. Gonna kick you. Look at that. Hang it to it. Flash, want me to hang about? Want me to hang about, man? Wait on you getting in. This is the GT equivalent of taking your ball and going home when you're losing. JJ, well done. Well done, man. Let's say I'm sorry. Thank you. Flies, would you like me to hang about, sir, and wait on you getting in? Nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. No problem, mate. Anyone in the chat who hasn't already heard, Jerry is on tonight at 9 o'clock with you. What I hear you say? Holy Toledo. There's probably other kind of things that you are thinking to yourselves. Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I thought too. I was like, he kept that quiet. He must have been scared of hard questions. Right, everyone, and we'll get another one started. Boom, boom. Another chance to concentrate a wee bit. Watch out for JJ's debris on turn 1. JJ's the man. He said a 53 is a good time. We've no flow around this place at all yet. Definitely need to spend a wee 15-20 minute session in time trial. But would like to know something. We've already learned that it'll be a fuel burner, more than likely. And I would like to know how long these tires are going to last for. Is it going to be one of those races where people do one lap on the hard tires? Which I don't mind. That kind of mixes it up. When you only do the one lap on the hard tires, then it's either usually lap number 1 or the last lap that they're doing it. And then depending on where you qualify, that's when you decide when you're going to stick them on. No, haha, it was Scotty. Oh, me, the debris. Or the debris in turn 1. That probably was me. I dropped the wee wheel. Again, that's not the line, Stephen. That's definitely not the line. Wonder where they're going to have their penalty zone in this one as well. Here, I think it's here. You're going to be in top split. I don't think I will be in top split. I know we're in top split in that last one, but I think most guys were avoiding that track. The BOP was ridiculous on it. You might pump out 5k DR to move up a wee split. You should do FIA more often, Flash, for sure, man. You're quick, like, in the pace that you've been running. Anytime you're doing time trial and stuff is ridiculously fast. Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low. Put the music on soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt it. This'll be a nice track, I can tell already. It'll be a nice track once you learn the flow of it. I'll probably enjoy it more than the Orway. It's a bit more technical, I think, than the Orway. I'm of no time for another one. Let's get out of Jimmy's way. Yes, he's hauling a lot of ass on that lap. You've only ever done 2 races, but you enjoyed it and used to get too nervous. I don't know why guys allow the nerves to get allow the nerves that you get to stop you actually doing the race. That's like what makes me keep on coming back and want to race more. Whenever there's no nerves in a race, it's like having those nerves is like way more of a buzz for me. It's like a drug. I mean, so it is. I don't understand nerves making you think, no, I don't want to race. It's like, I don't know. For me, it's almost, it's like a drug. I mean those nerves. So it is. They can make you drive crap. They can make you brain fade and make mistakes and all. But when you hold it all together and have a good result in a real nervous race, it's like a lovely buzz. You like being excited but not anxious. No, I love all the buzz. My God, I miss the buzz from the start of a motocross race. So I do. Sitting on the bike, waiting on the previous race, all coming to an end, watching the sweeper coming round to the end of the track, giving the 30-second board man the thumbs up. That's the track all clear. 30-second board man walks out, puts his thumb up, lets you know, and you're sitting there jumping up and down, punching your handlebars, trying to get psyched up and all, fucking elbow to elbow. That was like all the buzz there, just every time, like, it was such a buzz. Missing a race because of nerves is being I'm assuming, is that meant to be a pussycat? It looks like a wee dog to me, but just the way people use it, it must be a pussycat or something. Adrenaline junkie. Yeah, it's hard to beat. It really is. I don't think I've ever started a motocross race at any point in my life. I mean, when you're sitting on the line and you're watching the next race and you see the last lap, board coming out, and you know that within the next 2 or 3 minutes, you're off your bike and over into the bushes. You're doing a nervous PP and nothing comes out. A dribble. You feel like you're about to piss yourself and a wee dribble comes out. You do that about 4 or 5 times and then still a wee bit goes in the pants. For me anyway. So it did. There was a bit of PP in the pants virtually every time I started a motocross race. Couldn't help that stuff. But then as soon as the gate drops, like, all the nerves are gone. It's just all the excitement and anticipation, I mean, before it starts. Well, try and warm up the tyres a wee bit this time after the state of our last effort. Oh, you nearly made the same mistake as me. JJ has cheated somewhere. What's he like? Look at him. Clearly he's cheated. Mr. Tresman was spotted that on his cameras. He's got hidden cameras out all around the place. And big red face, as well as that big hacking sign floating above his head. Half a second too. Half a second of a penalty. He's clearly cheated somewhere. This here section, you need to learn this. It'll feel like a badass section as well whenever you're learning that and flowing through it. Oh, that's not it. Your legs shake on the pedals. I know. I've had that loads of times as well in races. Do you not like that? I love that. Definitely makes driving harder, for sure, in the braking zones and all. When you're trying to trail brake and your wee foot is trembling. So it is. I don't know. I just love that stuff. Hard to get that stuff. So it is. No, I mean it's a buzz. I couldn't believe. After I stopped doing the motorbike racing, and I found that their online website on a motocross game where there was all the fastest guys in the world at that motocross game on the website, and I found it. And then whenever I ended up like being up in top split, as we would call it now on this game, whenever I was in races with the best in the world at the game, it was a replacement for the real thing for me. I couldn't believe that even on a computer game, when I was in a race against the best guys in the world, the nerves and on a hand controller as well, very, very hard to, control. Totally different, like with your feet. The way your feet shake when your hands start to sweat and your two thumbs are trembling, and you have to be really, really delicate on the both analog controllers and all. Like it was like a real buzz as well. Even though it was just a computer game, I was like, one of the first top races I got into, I got the whole shot in first place, and oh my god, every time I looked behind me, there was like 8 or 9 of the fastest guys in the world, like on the ass area. I think I made one small mistake and dropped back half a dozen spots in the blink of an eye. It's great, but that that a computer game can give you that buzz that you get in real life. We've only done 3 laps, and I can already feel the tyres. We've been driving side like, but I don't think we're going to get, you get maybe 5 or 6 laps out of a set of softs. Which would suggest what? Maybe 8 or 9 out of a set of mediums. You maybe will use the hard tyres for a few laps in this one, you know. OP cars will be ones that are really good on their tyres. Hello, Jimmy. Nice to see you. I know. They should look well, not a whole lot better, but they should look a wee bit better as we'll learn the track and start to flow on it a bit. But we're definitely, you're only getting maybe 5 or 6 laps out of a set of softs. So we'll probably have to use the hard tyres because you'll lose way too much time in the pit stop. It should be a huge big loss. So unless you're OP in tyre wear, then you're going to have to use the hard tyres for at least 3 or 4 laps. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt the feeling quite as strong. I can't believe how much it turned me on just to be your man. Right, let's see how ridiculous the hard tires feel. Corvette not great on the tyres, but good on the speed. The fact that you have to short shift to Corvette a whole lot as well will help you a wee bit on the tyres. You can just, short shift even earlier than usual. It'll help look after them. Although when I was at Corvette, someone said to me that it is very, very poor on the hard tyres or something. I think it was Corvette. Someone said to me it was a decent car, but not on hard tyres. On hard tyres it was very poor or something. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. We lost got to 20 seconds, I think, there as well in the pit stop. I think the last time I noticed that JJ was like over 10 seconds ahead, so maybe 17, 18 seconds we lost anyway in the pits. You need a flow. I should have bounced into time trial around this year for 10 or 15 minutes before I got on. I never find the flow when I'm trying to learn a track on a stream. So I'm not. I drive around aimlessly, just making the same mistakes over and over and over again. Much easier whenever you already have the flow of the track, and then you're able to have a wee bit of a waffle and stuff. Yeah, you'll struggle with the rears as well, JJ, and that in the Citroen, no doubt. I didn't really like the Group 3 Citroen. I wouldn't like it on this here track as well, because if I remember correctly, it doesn't like any kind of curbs, and a lot of curbs here like to be hit. It had a huge big slidey ass. Scotty, exit the lobby and get the race entry and settle up. Following the ghost for 15 minutes. Yeah, I know, and maybe we'll do that. I'll let these boys have a practice, but so I'll feel guilty. Oh baby, we ain't got no place to go. His baby started screaming. Ah! Smoke break. Was JJ still out driving? No, it was 2 other guys out driving. No grip at all, and tower is too high for this car. It'll be the same for a lot of them. Right, we're going out. Only a couple left in. No guilty feelings there. Oh baby, we ain't got no place to go. I'm gonna stick a quick wee replay on while I roll myself a smoke. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. A number between 1 and 35, because we've already watched all them mini ones. 1 and 35, boys. You should have Hugh interview Scotty after the FIA race. I already did. I was on with Hugh before. I need to pull myself together before I go back on with Hugh. So I do. If I was on with Hugh, there's quite a large possibility of seeing a middle-aged Irishman breaking down into tears if I'm asked the wrong question. But yeah, I'll definitely be back on with you at some point for sure. So I love Old Hugh's channel. Loads of stuff to go back. 26, Darren says. 10, 15, 20. No, what are you doing? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26. It's a Monza one in a Corvette. Oh baby, we ain't got no place to go. Yeah, Daz, if you want to find it easier, you can go into my playlists on my channel, because I was able to add it into my playlists, and just go to waffle videos. If you go into the waffle videos, then it should be in there. The sound quality wasn't the best that night, but you were still able to hear me. No problem, sir, no problem. Right, what is this one? We'll have JJ out front in this one, a daily race, and we're starting in 5th. Nothing to panic about though yet, because even from back here, JJ knows that we're not too far off his ass area, and it's just backed if over to. I don't want to change on to JJ yet, because then I can't go like that and look behind me. It just jumps to the car behind, but he'll have sweaty hands already, just because I'm in this race with him. And I hope I've saved it for a good reason, rather than a crash in the first corner. Survived it. Redmondo in second, 3-letter guy, and then boosted Alpha, the Griffiths guy behind as well. You remember you shouting at me, Scotty, after you were on with you? I shouted at you. I don't remember that. What did I shout at you? Octaz, he's loads and loads of people. He's interviewed Super GT at least 3 times. In fact, he has a Super GT interview where Super GT, in the middle of the interview, his interviews usually last about an hour. Super GT he looked as if he was in a hotel room or something during the interview, and he went from looking okay to all of a sudden looking like he was having a whitey or he was about to pass out. So he did, and he started lifting for bottles of water and stuff, and it looked as if there was a window right beside him, and during the interview he stuck his head out the window. I'm convinced he vomited out that window live from the top of a hotel. Maybe Super GT fans were standing below being vomited on, screaming, "Ha! He hit me with his puke." Who knows? But yeah, he's interviewed everyone. He's had Key on a few times, he's had Rory on a few times, he's had Jev on with him, he's had me. Not that, but he does all the small guys as well. He'll have Jerry on the night. He interviews anybody at all that has anything to do with sim racing. He's a huge big catalogue of them there. He should make himself a playlist. He should make himself a playlist with all those interviews. Make them a bit easier to find for people. I haven't noticed a playlist or anything, but yeah, he's a huge big catalogue of interviews there to go back and watch. For not telling you were doing streams when you come in. That's right. That's how I found out you were a streamer. There's JJ shaking the ass. What happened? What did I miss there, JJ? Someone's made a move on him. He's going defensive. And we're still in the battle for the win. JJ getting a Norway squeeze there. And now the young man has a Scotty Senior on his ass area. If we jump outside, you can see, yep, you definitely I seen a nervous looking face there. There's no hiding that amount of nerves under a helmet. For sure, JJ looks a bit nervous to me. Clear. He might even be a wee bit angry now with these guys in front. He's went from 1st place down to 4th. He's going to be sending one. He's going to be sending. That's the good thing about you as well, though, Jerry. You know, he does all the. If you have anything to do with sim racing at all, he's also interviewed real life racers as well. He's had that guy David Carell on, and it's not only Gran Turismo, any other sim racing games and stuff. He's he's good. He's definitely a lot of stuff there to go back and watch it. Look at that. You seen? We told you that JJ wasn't pleased. We told you. We knew what he was like. Watch this for a full send. Boom. Was it him? Was it the red? It was him. That poor other guy was collected as well, unaffected. And look at that. The dirty dog receives a penalty. You naughty boy, JJ. He didn't give a damn. He asked me to go on. He asked me to go on a few times. I mean, so he did, but I didn't. I just says yeah. I need to organise something. And he told me about that StreamYard or something, and we downloaded it, and then we just waited on him to get back to us rather than me pushing, for an interview, because we were very small as well. I think we only had not many over 100 subs. Not that we're not very small now. We're still. But that's the good thing about him as well. No, I mean, you get to see all the different personality and stuff. He's had Tidge on as well. Tidge is a smart guy. So he is. Whenever Tidge was like a professional, whenever he was on answering the questions, the amount of detail Tidge is able to win. Like if someone says, so any advice for getting faster, the man like goes into proper technical stuff. You can tell he's a smart man. He analyzes stuff. I'm not an analyzer of stuff. I'm a roundabout kind of guy, you know. I'll break a roundabout there. If you break too late, then just make sure you don't do it too late again. It's a roundabout thing for me. If you brake a wee bit early, then it's easy just to lift off your brakes. It's not any slower if you brake a wee bit earlier. So it's not, you know, there's so many ways of maintaining momentum around the corner. Like, it's not all about braking perfectly and as late as you can and then accelerating as fast as you can, because if you lift off earlier and have a coast, then you can brake less and still carry more momentum into the apex and stuff. There's like so many different ways of driving. So there is. And I'm more of a roundabout guy. Nice and consistent laps. If you brake a roundabout here, it doesn't matter if you're a wee bit early on the brakes. You'll find that flow, and then if you are a wee bit early, it's dead easy to lift back off the brakes again and have the appropriate speed around the corner. Dio, yes, I watched Dio as well. So I do. I found Dio from Key. I was watching a Key stream, and Dio took Key out about 2 or 3 times, and then everyone in Key stream was like, they were all saying that they were over, and that Dio was streaming, and he was bitching about Key and all. So he was. So that's how I found. Dio. I ended up going back and watching this from Dio's point of view, and Key must have blamed Dio on something else, or must have been criticising Dio. From before, and then whenever he was taking him out, Dio was like, there you go, that's for making me look bad. Whenever I did nothing wrong the other week or something, he says, now you have a reason to make me look bad. And also he was. I've literally only bounced on, guys, because JJ wanted me on just over half an hour before Hugh's interview with Jerry, and I'm definitely not going to miss that one. We'll go into arcade mode into sports mode, sorry, and do a couple of laps and see if we can find any. Has he done Luca? I don't think he has done Luca yet. If he has, I missed that one. I don't think he has. I haven't noticed. Rory, really good at interviews as well. You can tell Rory's like a proper businessman. No, I mean, like my interview and Darren's interview are two bog standard blokes having a bit of a waffle and a yarn with you. Like when Rory and Tidge was on, you can tell that them boys are like they speak with people in real life or hold interviews in real life or something like that there. Like when Rory is asked a question about so what's the plans in the future and stuff, it's like a proper professional answer. He already has all 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 the notes. I don't know if he has all the notes in front of him, but he certainly knows what he's going to say. Whereas I've no idea what I'm going to say until it comes out of the mouth. He did have Luca. He had Luca on a few weeks ago. I missed that one. I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and find that one. I have missed that one. Can I go and look and see where I'm sitting now in manufacturers global ranking just for a laugh to see where I am. How do you? Europe, Middle East. There must be somewhere I can go to point ranking maybe. Oh no, you're on your second account. You're on your second account, so I can't do none of that. I can't even have a practice on that either because I'm on my second account. I'm in the Dodge. So well, I'll waffle, boys. I'll waffle before I get off. It's not really a stream. JJ wanted me to get on. It's JJ's fault. Feel free to send that young man messages on PlayStation saying that's the worst Scottish senior stream in the history of streams. We'll end with a sexy car floating in front of your faces while I have a wee waffle for 5 or 10 minutes and get ready. Wrong account, I know. How do you not know how to look at the points? I haven't looked at the points, JJ, from like when I first started doing. See, the first ever time I done an FIA season and scored points in enough rounds. I had done a season before that and only done a couple of races. But then the first season where I scored points in enough rounds, I got out of bed the next day and turned my PlayStation on. And it's all on stream as well because I had to start a live stream because I didn't know what to do. It was about a half hour, 45 minutes of me not knowing what to do with people in the chat. Telling me go on, do it. But I turned the PlayStation on the game and it says to me, congratulations, you are like a star player. And it said like star players are renowned for being some of the best players on Gran Turismo, and they get to have the special SS rating in the next season and all. And I was like, it wanted me to click into an email or whatever it was, and I can't remember what I had to do. But I had to start a live stream in order for, people to talk to me and explain to me what to do and stuff. And then I got a sexy SS rating, so I did. So that was like a wee bit of a motivation for people as well. See the way JJ and all the way I was saying to him the other day about points and stuff. Like there is no prizes at all if you finish first. If I finished first for AMG in this here season, there's nothing. The first doesn't mean anything at all. You know, there's no reward for it or anything along those lines. The SS used to be a bit of a reward, for people. Although it's done properly now. You need to be like Like, the fact that I was able to be an SS driver was ridiculous, because I was frequently beaten by a B guy in fun lobbies and stuff. I think, I'm not sure how to run it now, but there's only, you need to be like Fraga or something now in order to get an SS rating. No prize, but there's pride. Pride. Pride's a good thing as well, I suppose. Indeed. You'll be in the chat telling me all about that. I'll have to remember, the next time I'm on my main account, I'll have to go and have a look at it, because we must have had a couple of half decent results. That was really good points we got the overnight, and we must have got half decent points of Sardinia as well. I think end up with 270 something there. We did score 280 something, but then went again and end up with 270 something. I can't say I remember any other particularly good ones. Go back in the global ranking. You think I might still be able to find out? Has JJ figured out a way for me to see it from a different account? Global ranking. Right, talk to me. Now what? Europe, Middle East? Talk to me, JJ. You're gonna teach you something. Let's go. You learn something new every day, and I'm prepared to learn something new today. I might forget how to do it. On global manufacturer ranking, you can see who's leading each manufacturer. I don't see it at the moment. Global manufacturer ranking. Look, I hope you're not sitting at home now, JJ, with a big red face, realising that you're incorrect. How embarrassing, young man, live on stream after making a statement like you're going to learn me something, right? You need to talk to me more. I mean, more information than that, because you're wrong at the moment. Go to Mercedes. Right, so I can click on one of these Mercedes, click on it. Nothing's happening when I click on that. On global manufacturing, EMA is the Middle East one. Right, and now click on Mercedes from here. Mercedes-Benz. Still nothing happening for me, JJ. Oh, there's Scotty Senior. There. What does that mean then? You don't click anything. No, not like that, you fool. No, you don't click anything. Keep talking. Keep those messages coming, JJ. Capital letters if it's needed. Shout at me if you need to. That shows who got the most points in each manufacturer for each round. So I got the most points in the last round then. But how do I find out where I'm actually sitting? You performed the very best for Mercedes. I did, the boss. There was a pit party through. I had several flies on a pink elephant. It was great. Go back to global manufacturer ranking. Right, I'll just hit the back button. Global manufacturer ranking. Click into it. Okay. And then go to Merck. There is 3 boxes for 3 regions. EMA is the middle box. Yeah. Europe, Middle East and Africa. This is what I'm clicking on, isn't it? We can take our time. Come a little closer. Stay there on the global one. Right, so stay on that global one. And then go here. And then go down to Mercedes. Point leader. So am I first for Mercedes now? Is that what that means? And I'm 53rd in the world. And you can see who is leading the region. So it's me. It's me, my goodness. I'm telling you. They might be on the phone soon. Botas. They might need a replacement for the last couple of races to put up a bit of a fight against Verstappen rather than just moving out of the way. I could go to a world tour. I wish. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Could you imagine me talking shite at a world tour? I'm telling you, see with all them cameras and you're all on the same stage, I wouldn't care who I was close to in that race. I'd be talking shite to them. If I had Fraga beside me or something, I'd be like, alright mate, don't mind me flashing the lights, just saying hello, so we are. In case you didn't know, their headlights are designed to add a bit of pressure to your ass area, mate. Because we all know they can make anyone shit their pants. Would probably end up in last, and then as everyone crosses the finish line, the cameras would scroll around to us and would be banned. We wouldn't be allowed back. I'm sure they've already warned everyone at those world finals. This is like real life. There's no messing about and piss poor behaviour or driving, or you'll never be allowed back. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't expect ever to get back again. After the race had finished and they were all up standing cheering, there'd be one guy still sitting on the stage driving, and surely the cameras would go to that guy in last place and they would see him in front of a bunch of fans doing donuts. Go back to the sauropod, Middle East, Africa. I don't know what the sauropod is. Have you spelt that wrong? Citron. Go to Citron. Ha, JJ. Tell me, JJ. Me and you at a world final, you'd fuck up. I would demand that I was sitting beside you on the stage. I would be like, we know each other, please put me next to him. You'd be shaking. Your wee legs would be all over the place, young man. Right, so this tells you who's right. Let's go down them. Toyota, Antonio, and Mary. The Matey guy, or Meta, Aura, Sparks, a goo. I tell you what, I'm up there with the good names. I'm up there with good names, happening. Williams, Geo, Fire, and me, the middle-aged Irishman. My goodness, I can't believe I'm in the lead for them. I'll have to go and check that properly on the main account now. That'll maybe be a bit of motivation for me, you know, to try and get first for them and from now till the end of the season. It is 20 minutes to 9, gentlemen. I am going to hop off and get prepared and try and think of questions. JJ, can you think of any questions that Jerry might struggle to answer. Both in Chevrolet, you might ask to practice with them for sure, mate. You can't help but improve and get better if you're driving with fast guys. You know what I mean? Each time we have improved our DR rating and end up in higher lobbies where we don't have the pace, and then we drop back down. But then when we get back up there again, we stay up there a wee bit longer and get a wee bit faster, and then you drop down again and then get back up and then slightly longer again. You have to get better when you're driving with those guys. And some of their lap times as well, like at Goodwood as well. I was practicing on my own at Goodwood, and I was keeping an eye on Key's practice lappies and all, and I didn't have the pace. I did not have their pace, and I still felt like I'm a whole second off those guys' pace. But then I got the courage to join his practice lobby, and I did have the pace. I didn't have the pace because I was on my own. I was a fast guy in my practice lobbies. But when there's a faster guy in front of you, there's slipstream, there's speed for free, and then all of a sudden I did have the pace of those guys. Second highest driver for manufacturer gets 36, and it goes down to 1. I'll have a proper check of that stuff on the main account the next time I get on. I'll bounce on the main account. Lads, I'm going to bounce off. Apologies. It's basically just been a nothing stream. We bounced on for JJ. JJ says a wee short stream. We haven't really done anything on except for talk and crash a few times. Thanks for hopping in, and I shall see yous in 15 or 20 minutes over on Hugh Hatrick's channel with a few questions for Jerry. Enjoy. I'll see yous again soon.